Justin.
What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. It's already recording.
Okay.
You paid no attention during the pre-interview, eh?
No. My eyes glazed over.
Did you totally, damn, I wish there was another word for disassociate.
I know, I was going to say, I was about to say disassociate.
Yeah.
Go into a fugue state. Or
Yes, that's it.
Have you ever heard of shifting?
No.
Are you on shift talk at all?
No, what is that?
I tried to do it for like a good 6 months. It's where you go into like a lucid dream state right before you're about to fall asleep, and you shift into like a different dimension, like an alternate reality. Like
okay, that totally makes sense to me. Oh, but you try and manufacture that?
Yeah, and you have to journal all the things that you like world build, and then people say that they have done it. They've gone to like Harry Potter land world, or they've done Avengers or like Warrior Cats.
I remember when I was in high school, I was like interested in lucid dreaming, and once you're like interested in it, you can like kind of like do it.
Yeah.
And the one thing I found, I don't know where I heard about it, but like if you like flick on a light switch, it does like nothing in a dream. It doesn't do anything. So then you know you're dreaming. And I think I honestly spent a lot of my dreams lucid dreaming. It sounds so lame, but flying.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's like what lucid dreaming is. And apparently it's like you're right on the edge of like astral projection at that point.
That's so interesting.
So lucid dreaming is just knowing that you're dreaming.
Yeah, it pretty much is. And then you can like kind of like
control what happens.
Yeah. But I have found sometimes like when I'm dreaming like that, I sincerely don't like I feel stuck too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where I'm like feel extremely stuck.
Yeah, like you
like I can't move at all. So I'm like, is that lucid dream? But like I'm aware I'm in a dream.
Yeah.
I get so actually like.
Do you try to scream?
Yeah, I do, like, and then I can't say anything.
You're just like, and you're probably screaming IRL, but you're just like.
Yeah, I've been told that I both talk my sleep, and I have notoriously. I'm a screamer.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a full screamer?
Yes. Whoa. And one thing that was happening a couple of years ago when I lived with Sam and Tanner, there was a while, like at least like maybe a few months where I would wake up and then it would like an item in my room, like a bag or something, would look like, and it would look like a man or something like that. Whoa. And it wouldn't go away until I flicked on my light. It was so insane.
Oh my God. Like, were you awake?
And it wasn't like, what's that called?
Sleep paralysis?
It wasn't like sleep paralysis, which I've also experienced.
It's the worst thing in the world.
I know.
Do you remember your first time having sleep paralysis?
I think I had like a lot in like high school and stuff like that. And every time, and a bit out of high school, but every time it's like, it literally feels like, like day, but also feel like the amount of time, like it feels like eons.
Yeah, it literally feels like, and you can't, it's so crazy to feel paralysis. Like,
yeah,
it's truly a nightmare. And then trying to like talk and move your mouth, and you're like,
yeah.
Do you want to hear the first time I had it?
Yeah, I'd love to.
It's actually so freaky. Okay. It involves a Ouija board.
Oh, lovely.
So, preface the story. This day, it's coming back from Humber or school.
Yeah.
Going back to the co-op department we all lived in, and we all found like a Bristol board, like huge poster of like a hand holding a gun. It was just a really funny drawing.
Yeah.
From probably a 6th grader.
Wow.
So we took it out with us home and hung it on the wall.
Yeah.
And then I had the great idea where it's like, guys, we should make a Ouija board tonight.
Wow.
And so, because you can just make one really easily.
Yeah, it's just have the letters there.
The letters, and use like a shot glass or something. Yeah. So we did that, and then we start talking to like a spirit. And I'm not moving my hands around. I trust that they were. Yeah. I do believe in Ouija boards. I think they're really freaky.
I don't know what I believe in them, but
okay. Maybe we should do one soon.
I was just gonna say I there's a friend of mine, and this is their. I just heard of a story recently of someone who used a Ouija board once, and that their parents. Oh, I shouldn't actually. No, I shouldn't actually say, because it's literally their story to tell.
Okay.
But no, it's not. It's not anything. It's just they used a Ouija board once, and then their parents brought a Catholic priest to the house to. Yeah, but. Yeah. Anyways.
So funny.
Yeah. Anyways.
I thought you were gonna say their parents.
No.
That's like how my grandma was that close to doing it when I was addicted to doing it in high school or middle school. I would just do it all the time.
And every time you felt like it was actually working.
Yeah, and like I have some like, cause there was sometimes you could predict the future.
Yeah.
And I remember like 6 months before I started grade 7, I did it with a friend, and I was like, who's gonna be my first kiss? And I missed the first 2 letters, but then it spelled out like Rick.
Yeah.
My first kiss was a guy named Patrick.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So, and
I
that
feel
was
like
6 months before I even met him.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like sometimes they're like, the spirits just like
can tell the future.
Yeah, or they just like woke up or something, and they're just
like, I'll play with this.
Yeah.
But basically, what happened was we were playing with it, and then we were like, moved. And was like, who are we talking to? And it spelled out Mr. Z, and then it was like, are you friendly or sinister spirit? And then it literally moved so fast. I don't know how anyone could have moved it super fast, but when just goodbye.
Wow. So, okay.
And then that night, it just got so cold in the house, like the heating broke.
Yeah.
And then we were all watching TV, and then the Bristol board picture of the gun, like it didn't just fall down off the wall.
Yeah.
It felt like it was pushed down.
That's crazy.
And then I accidentally fell asleep on the couch that night, and I had my first bout of sleep paralysis, and it was just like watching this. It felt like I was watching a figure or like a shadow of something.
Yeah.
I swear it was like an hour.
That's so crazy.
I was like never touching a Ouija board again unless Ben wants to do it soon because he doesn't believe in it.
Well, I'm on the fence on it, but I actually like, yeah. You know what I think though? It's like, I actually do kind of think that it's possible, because I'm like, whatever was controlling that is probably like an
angry spirit.
Well, and I also think like an alien, perhaps.
I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Because you know what? There could be
all the same.
Yeah, I think they're the same thing. I think there could be something gravitational in the way our fingers vibrate and our energies.
Yeah.
That an alien could be involved with.
Good sketch idea. Cop pulls you over, thinks you're texting and driving, but you're doing a Ouija board.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
My sketch idea for a cop pulling you over is a cop pulls you over, but he has like a blue tongue. Like eating like a
oh, that's good. Oh, I really like that.
You like that? We should
That'd be cool.
We could join those together.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any cops that go that hard. Like they're really like everything they eat
is blue.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's definitely someone out there.
Do you know how like a lot of cops are like back the blue and stuff like that?
Yeah.
What do we think Mounties do?
Ooh, that's a good point. What color are Mounties?
They're red.
They're red. Ooh.
Oh, back the blue, rep the red.
Rep the red. Red wave.
Yeah.
They're the Red Scare. They're the Red Scare.
They are the Red Scare. Oh man. Have you ever seen one before?
No, I've never seen one in person.
I don't know if I have either.
Yeah. I'm like, are they real?
I think they are real. And I also think in an episode of that 70s show, they went across the border and they met that type of Mountie, and look at look at what the
This
people in
picture.
that 70s show are involved in.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying you can't trust. No, I'm just saying you can't trust. You cannot trust that 70s show people based on their except maybe Topher Grace, right?
He's the only one you can trust.
He's the only one allegedly in all this stuff. So I can't trust the writers. So I think that the writers of that 70s show made up the whole Mountie red jacket on a horse. There's no other proof.
I actually I completely agree with that theory.
Scientology. It's Scientology.
It's all looped in. I think they're trying to even trick Canadians into thinking the wrong things about their own culture.
Yeah, and it's horrifying.
Holly weird. Holly fucking weird.
Retweet.
Ew, I hate that. I actually hate that 70s show now for that.
Yep.
I think that's disgusting.
Yeah, and it goes deeper. They have the That 90s show.
No, they don't.
Yeah, there's a That 90s show. It got canceled?
Is anyone from that 70s show in it?
A bunch of them make appearances, except for Hyde. And Wilmer Valderrama does, I believe, make an appearance, which
he does?
Yeah,
He's
little weird.
also canceled.
I know. I know of the Demi
Lovato.
Lovato song. And yeah, Demi Lovato, man. God bless her.
I love her.
I do too. Wish she was Canadian.
I know.
I would make her an honourary citizen if I could.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like, you know who I think is an honorary Canadian? I think it's Selena Gomez.
Oh, she's been in Stratford. She's most likely been to Kitchener-Waterloo.
London. She's definitely been to Cambridge.
Yeah.
She's definitely been to the tri-state area. Tri-city area.
Tri-city. They will be 3 states eventually.
They will.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool because she dated Justin Bieber and The Weeknd.
Oh wow, she loves Canadian boys. Yeah. Benny Blanco, does he have any Canadian roots?
No, but he's giving like he'd be from like Vancouver.
100%. That or London, Ontario.
Yeah, like I feel like the guys that she likes to date are like in a 2-hour drive away from Toronto. Like that.
Southern Ontario coded
for sure. She loves a hockey guy or a Parkdale cutie, you know.
And she loves working with Canadians, Martin Short. I've also heard that what's that guy's name? The other guy.
Steve Miller.
Steve Martin. No, yeah. I've heard that he really loves, he's like a art collector and he really loves an artist or something in London, Ontario.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
How did you find that information out?
I just remember here. It's like, it's one of the stories you'd hear around Kitchener-Waterloo. So close to us. It's so close, but it's
so close, but so far.
Yeah, it really is. It feels so far to get to London, Ontario.
I know, but you know what? It's a beautiful drive.
It is. The 401 going that way.
Oh, it's so nice.
You know, once you're past like Kitchener-Waterloo and you're going the other way, it's like
it's because you
best highway ever. Yeah. Best highway ever.
The 401.
It's so cool. I wish everyone got to experience it. It's like Rainbow Road. It's legit like Rainbow Road.
It is literally our Rainbow Road.
I know.
That is like a great way to put it. It's beautiful. It's kind of tricky sometimes.
Yeah. That would be cool.
It's most hated but most beautiful.
So true. You know what I like, you know how like Doug Ford, he's pretty much our senator in Ontario
for the
Americans or lots of places have. But you know how he's like does all these crazy things like dollar beer, underground highway, spa. And that would be cool.
What?
If during Pride Month he painted the whole 401 like a rainbow. He's like, but you know what?
Trying to get the queer vote.
Yeah, but I could also see like, because it's Doug Ford, he'd be like, oh, it's not about Pride, it's about Mario Kart. Rob loves Mario Kart.
But specifically like he's only knows it from the Chris Pratt Mario movie.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
He's like, I just love
lovely kid. Yeah. Wow.
I get to also see him doing that and being like, well, I'm also going to take the guardrails off.
Yeah.
Because I want to make it
makes sense.
More accurate. Yeah.
It would be so funny to find out that like on Doug Ford's like time off, he's like just like a huge Nintendo head. Like he goes to he's like a huge like retro gaming collector.
He goes to like the place on Dundas that has the retro games. Yeah. He has an N64, GameCube, DS.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny. He owned all the Legend of Zelda.
He has a Game Boy. Game Boy Color he's playing. That'd be cool.
He's a collector. I think him kind of cute.
I swear I heard that. But like he kind of like advertises himself like drinking beer sometimes, but I thought he was one of these like doesn't drink beer guys. But I guess I think sometimes like, sometimes I swear like with him advertising his new like beer and convenience stores things, he's shown himself having a beer. No, I was gonna say though, what? Sorry, this just made me think. I am totally, for some reason, I am loving all like Canadian politicians being on like Instagram Reels now. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, it's
like
actually
Justin
crazy.
Trudeau has a bunch.
Did you see that Justin Trudeau, like he was in France for something?
Yes.
And he had those two guys who were like Canadian French versus France French.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would be like, honestly, like kind of, if I was like a 16-year-old kid, I'd be like kind of influenced by this.
100%.
He looks kind of cool almost.
He does. He like when Justin, I know a lot of people do say this, but when like he speaks French, I'm like, I love it.
I know, it's kind of great. And you know what? It's like his French, the way he did it, he was so like nonchalant about it.
Yes.
It sounded better than French. I don't even like Canadian French.
Oh man, on the last episode, we really kind of went hard on Quebecois. We love you. We do. It's just fun to poke at it. I know you guys make fun of Ontarians all the time.
And I can say I'm actually like I think I'm half Acadian.
There you go. So Acadian. She's just making fun of herself ultimately. Yeah. So it's just self-deprecation. Quebec, you are so bigger than Texas. We love you. We bow down to you, but we gotta poke some fun. We legit have to poke some fun. We literally have to poke.
And you poke fun at us. Like, yeah, if I go to fucking Quebec City and I want a fucking glass of water when I go to a restaurant, I'm sorry, I'm an Anglo
vibes. Oh, well, just when he thought he wanted to do 2 episodes in a row, it's Kyle Patton, everybody.
He's back.
Kyle. And our producer from Rodrigo's episode's back too, Alistair. This is like a series finale where everyone comes back. This is the last episode.
Could you recap everything you guys said this whole
Doug Ford making 401 queer.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Everyone, it's like Cheers. It's like Cheers. This is Cheers.
This is Cheers.
I really want to start watching that show. And oh my God, they really should make a Canadian version. It would make me like in the Maritimes. That'd be so cool.
That would be awesome.
Cheers Canada.
At the bar where they screech people in ass.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That'd be awesome.
Isn't there a place, and I could be totally wrong, but is there a place in Canada, something where you like kiss like a human's toe or something like that? It is worth a drink.
What is it?
You know,
the
Yukon.
Oh yeah, my friend Jillian was telling me that she's from the Yukon.
That's so crazy. Yeah. Has she kissed the toe or drank with the toe?
I gotta ask her that. I feel like she
sour toe cocktail.
Ew, I like that.
It's a shot with a pickled toe.
Do you eat the toe? No. Oh. Okay, then I can do it.
Human toe.
Would you get like charged if you like took a bite? I don't know how they get rid of this.
I know, but
you know,
anything pickled, I'll actually eat.
Yeah. I was wondering though.
What?
So like, I feel like someone for sure would get charged. Like if you ate the toe, but what if the bartender like cut off their own toe, put it in the drink? Like, aren't they allowed to?
Yeah, I guess. You know what? I think that if you are pledging a body part to someone, you're allowed to eat it. Like I remember seeing this. It could depend on where you are.
Yeah.
And this could be a fake Reddit story, but I'm gonna say it like it's truth. But
beware of creepypasta. Yeah. Sorry, is there such thing as gluten-free creepypasta? I just have to ask, as a celiac. As a celiac internet user, is there such thing as gluten-free creepy pasta? I had to.
You had to. You should start that. You should start gluten-free creepy
You know
pasta.
what? I gotta like post. I should literally post on my like Canadian celiac Facebook groups and stuff where it's like all like 50-year-old like moms and stuff. Is there such thing as gluten-free creepypasta? What would they say?
There is a t-shirt that someone has designed and it's available on Amazon. It says gluten-free creepypasta.
Oh, great.
Fuck.
Nothing. You cannot make.
There's no original
You can
fucking
literally
ideas
not
anymore.
make any. There's no. This is why I want the freaking brain implant. I want to get that thing, Elon's thing. Queen's grad. I want to get Queen's grad's thing. Or Queen's
Is that what is that when they put the thing in your brain?
Neuralink.
Yeah.
I gotta think more originally. I gotta
actually-
think more originally.
Deadass want that.
Yeah.
Deadass want it.
Right now.
I want to like VR.
Yo, we should know what we should do. We should like go on some sort of like strike or hunger, like on it. We will continue. We will not stop podcasting until we get that brain implant.
I think Elon would get it to us in 2 days. I think he would.
Cool.
He'd be like, that's such a like interesting idea. I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
I could
That
see-
is so funny.
That's my impression of him.
Yeah, it's actually really, really funny. I also think Elden Ring's an amazing game.
Yeah.
And I'm maybe a cringe tweet.
Do you still use Twitter, right?
I don't know.
I do. And
What's
like,
going on there?
It is just all porn.
Okay.
It's actually crazy. And it's all like, it's insane. It's horrible. And it's like, I really try to get it out of my thing. Like I just run past it. I try to like type in things like certain tweets just to fix my algorithm.
Yeah.
But it's all porn, or it's like,
Mixed people are taking over. We need to keep whites pure again.
Oh,
it's actually crazy. I'm like, why is this in a mixed girls
Yeah.
algorithm? Like that's crazy all the time.
That is so
He
crazy.
is so creepy. Want to hear a crazy thing about Elon Musk?
I would love.
This is
Spill,
one of
sis.
one of my worst
That
things, worst secrets.
okay?
When I was 22, I got a subscription to a streaming service called
Okay.
Passion Flicks,
Okay.
where they adapt Wattpad erotica novels into movies or TV shows.
Oh my gosh.
And the president and director and writer of truly the worst art I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Yeah.
it was filmed on like a DSLR.
Yeah.
Was Elon Musk's sister, Tosca.
That's so crazy.
I don't know if it's still going on. I got it for like a free trial, and I was like, "This is some of the worst shit I've ever seen in my life."
Wow.
It's crazy.
Do you think they were making money? Like,
I doubt it, but I feel like he funded it.
so true.
Or yeah, I feel like I'm like, oh, imagine going to your brother being like, I want to open up like an erotica streaming service. He's like, I'll pay for it.
That's so, it makes me so, like, it literally makes me so jealous when you hear stories about like people getting to live their dreams via some sort of like venture
Yeah.
I'm like, do venture capitalists exist in Canada outside of the television show Dragon's Den? Seriously, I think we have about 4, and Simu Lee is one of those.
I'm like, does he have a big company now or something?
I don't know. I wonder, is he a billionaire? You have to ask, or no, I just have to, because for some reason I think when I'm watching that show that everyone on the panel is a billionaire, and a billionaire Canadian, that's about 10,000 American dollars.
Yeah, you could maybe have a good time in Buffalo for the day.
You are so right. You could maybe get one plate of original wings from Anchor Bar in Buffalo.
We still have to go back to the other Anchor Bar.
Yeah, isn't there one in Hamilton?
I think that one is probably better.
Yeah.
One time me and Ben and Anna went to Anchor Bar, the original place where the buffalo wing was made in Buffalo, and it was the worst chicken wings I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
they were like boiled.
puked.
I puked, projectile vomited so hard in the parking lot. Like, you guys were just, you got it, girl, you got it.
Yeah.
But I do want to give it another chance. But I was just truly shocked, and they were the biggest chicken wings I've ever
They
seen.
were
In my life. I was.
It's
crazy.
like yeah, you know, you're walking away with a couple extra hormones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt fucked. I think I grew like 4 chin hairs that day.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, speaking of Dragon's Den, what's your Dragon's Den pitch? Have you ever thought about it?
Oh man, I feel like I've had a couple in my mind brewing. Oh, you know, I was literally just on I was on another podcast earlier today, and I actually thought of an idea during that podcast.
Really?
So this is kind of crossover. I love it. So if you listen to this other podcast called We Love Corporations, you'll hear about this. But yeah, my
this is the BPCU podcast. Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I like it because I'd like to elaborate a little more, or I'd like to get your take.
Yeah.
Elevator pitch, Spotify, but instead of music, fairy tales.
Whoa. That is genius.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could kill in the new parent market.
That is the demographic I have been going after for the past 15 years, buddy. I haven't cracked it until today.
You found it. Because you know what you could do? You could do, like, you know, there really is only maybe 20 fairy tales. They're all told.
About 20. It's the same. You know what? Just like life, it's the same 9 stories time and time again. Same with music. Same 12 songs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ed Sheeran says that when he was getting sued for his copyright.
Bless him. Bless his Irish soul.
I love that little fucker in the A-Team song.
He's rare too. Orange hair's rare.
It is. And he's not even Irish.
Oh, he's not
even Irish.
Dude, know what I'd say if I'm like in the delivery, or if I was, because this is how rare. If I was like a delivery room person, like doctor, if I were a delivery room doctor and I got to deliver the baby and it came out a red hair kid, because they're so rare, I lift it up and I'd be like, she got a Charizard. She got a holographic Charizard. Woo! I would do that. I gotta go back to school. They're so rare.
Oh my god! You should dub over when they lift up Simba.
Yeah.
She got Charizard.
Yeah.
Holographic Charizard is so funny.
Dude, they should remake Lion King, but Simba's ginger.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then like at the end, like when he beats Scar, like he turns into a Charizard.
That would be so cool. You know what? Oh, I was saying this to some of my friends in a group chat recently, but Disney's must be looking for, they bought so many things that they must be looking for a new thing. So Pokemon's not outside of the question.
Ooh.
I was telling them that there's these like 2 mascots that really only Kitchener-Waterloo people know for Kitchener-Waterloo Oktoberfest, second biggest Oktoberfest festival in the world. Their names are Uncle Hans and Aunt Frida, and I was like, only a matter of time before Disney picks them up.
That would be awesome, and they'd be like it could be like a spin-off of Frozen.
So true.
Are you gonna go for Oktoberfest this year?
I think it's just passed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know what? I kind of worked a little bit with Oktoberfest last year. Mm-hmm. I think I'm just taking a year off. And then you'll go next year, I want to go back. I really want to see. There's this guy that plays Oktoberfest every year. He felt so old when I was a kid, but he's a really good accordion player from St. Catharines named Walter Ostanek, and he's won a lot of Grammy Awards, and I want to see him. I want to see him do his thing.
And he comes to every
year. I feel like it's his big payday. It's like
but he has so many Grammys.
Yeah, but it's just, you know what? I feel like being a polka player in Canada could perhaps be like being a CFL player.
Yeah.
Not making as much money as other places if he's in Germany or if he's in...
But we do like our festivals because there is... I grew up with the Polish Festival in Toronto.
Woohoo!
Right? It was right in front of my house. growing up, and the polka goes fucking crazy there.
Yeah.
It's insane, and it's like it's all day. Honestly, polka is. I feel like we don't talk about polka. It's polka and yodeling. When I was a kid, it was in every TV show. We were always talking about those things.
Yep.
And now we don't talk about that shit anymore. I don't know why we don't. It's erasure of Eastern European.
Yeah. Eastern
Is Germany considered Eastern European?
That is an excellent question. East Coast vibes. Germany is East Coast vibes.
If Europe, if we're comparing it, it's kind of like it'd be like edging Quebec to New Brunswick.
You are so right.
It's on the edge of being East Coast.
You are so right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You know what I was just literally thinking in my head? So I was thinking that like, yeah, I think society might be a little over polka, but for me, polka like kind of seems like the precursor to rock and roll. Whoa. Well, maybe obviously blues, but like it's kind of like the rock and roll of Europe. Polka.
Yeah.
You know?
And I feel like, you know what? I feel like a lot of, Eurovision songs have really strong polka inspirations for
Inspiration,
it.
Yeah.
Is that the word? Whatever. Influences.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. And same with yodeling kind of goes into country music, I think.
Absolutely. It really does. Oh my God. Speaking of which, I didn't really follow up on this. But it popped up on one of my For You pages, but Mason Ramsey was in Canada last week.
I saw because he posted, I'm a Kendrick fan in front of the CN Tower.
Yeah, controversial.
Like, I know, which I'm like, it's just don't like piss us off. You know?
Yeah.
Honestly, have you listened to Mason Ramsey's music lately?
Oh, I do like his like first single when how'd that go?
I can't even remember. It was really good, but he has a new song. It's called like Blue something, and it's amazing.
Oh, I bless his soul.
I know. Like I'm so happy. He was singing with Lana Del Rey at like a music festival.
Oh, I am actually curious to see how his voice will be as he ages.
It's pretty great, and that's what I mean. It's like yodeling is like I think almost like having like an opera background or something. Like
very
I feel like
true,
you could be a really good singer,
and a lot more easier on the ears, in my opinion, than opera.
I agree.
I can't get into it.
Yodeling really scratches something in my brain.
Yep.
You know, I think that they should start using like yodeling samples and like really incorporate it into like drum and bass.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
That's my take.
Well, be
more
the
yodeling
change.
And drum and bass.
You should be the change. You need to start.
I need to get into GarageBand immediately.
You should. I actually recently started following this lady on Instagram who's like a 65-year-old like lady who's like just getting into making beats. Like it's awesome. I gotta send you it.
That's awesome.
She's like, is
she good?
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's figuring it out, and it just like shows her. She's like showing you a new beat. Like she shows like the sort of GarageBand or Logic file, and it's like it is inspirational because she's always like never too late to learn.
That's awesome. I
so
love that.
Cool.
I feel like there's a habit. There's like a hobby that I'd be like. I used to be like I want to do this when I'm like in my 60s. I can't remember what it is. I think it's like. Something really, I think either bird calling or like writing fan fiction.
Ah, you want to do that in your 60s?
Yeah, I did it when I was like 13, but I think if I'm retired, that's all I'd want to do.
You know what? Life is so circular. I feel like that's going to happen.
I think it could happen sooner rather than later, honestly.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, maybe, yeah.
We'll see. I just like, I feel like, you know what? Like, so many of the biggest movies in the 2000s. So we have like Twilight.
Yep.
We have, Twilight doesn't really count, but like 50 Shades of Grey.
Yep.
And then there was like parodies on parodies, not parodies, but like fan fictions written about things, all written by like women who are almost retired or stay-at-home moms in their 40s who have nothing else going on. And I'm like, that could, and they make millions of dollars. Like Colleen Hoover. The one who wrote, have you heard of Colleen Hoover?
Sounds familiar.
She wrote It Ends With Us. It's on it. She has so many books. I've read half of one. I don't like her writing. It's crazy. But she's sold more like copies of her books than Bibles.
That's so crazy.
Like, isn't that fucked?
Well, they give out the Bible. They give them out
at hotels.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know.
So it's yeah. No, I don't know why
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
it's crazy. Like they're still producing Bibles. There must be so many Bibles out there, like in the world.
I know.
Gotta start just reusing them.
That's what I'm saying.
Canadian Bible.
What's in the Canadian Bible?
On the first day, God made a moose.
On the second, he made Timmy's.
Yep. And on the third, God made Hockey Night in Canada. Damn. Yeah. Wasn't worth the wait.
No, I was.
Okay.
Do another one.
Yeah, you know what I was really trying to I was really trying to sometimes like I'll pause for a while. I'm really looking for the third thought. So like there was like stuff, but sometimes your third thought is just so bad.
Yeah.
Or it's like it's really not novel at all. It's like
when you're looking for a word.
Yeah.
You're like
yeah.
Influenced, and you're like, that's even the first thing I fucking
know.
thought of.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, we gotta do the first thought.
I'm slow these days.
Brain rot.
It's honestly brain rot. I don't even know. Like, I now can't watch YouTube videos. Like, I can either watch maybe a 15-second reel or a movie, but I can't watch the in between.
Alistair's showing us Bob and Doug McKenzie. Oh yeah, that'd be good. True.
See, I'm doing it again. What was the
Bob and Doug? Or Rick Moran?
Rick.
Oh, I want Rick.
I'm Rick Moranos.
Yeah.
See, I'm like, all I can think about is.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes when I really search hard for a thought, I feel like I've hit my head into a brick wall like 4 times.
Yeah.
You know?
And nothing comes out.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I can't watch a YouTube video. The length of time is like, I can't do it.
Interesting.
It's either I sit for a whole movie or I watch something that's 15 seconds long. Yeah.
I respect that you can sit through a movie though.
Thank you.
My big thing, I kind of have a opposite sort of problem. I have a really hard time these days sitting through a movie for some reason. Watch Back to the Future though recently. That was a success story for me. I was on a plane though, so I was kind of forced. But it was amazing. But my big thing is I am so obsessed with watching YouTube videos about
movies.
Yeah. So like about like the making, it'll be like a 3 hour about like why the Star Wars prequel trilogies or no why the Star Wars sequel trilogies where they went wrong. Like I'm just like obsessed over something in the like
lore.
The lore, but I don't actually watch the movie.
Yeah, no, you know what?
So bad.
You know
it's
what?
like it's horrible.
I actually watched Mad Max Fury Road for the first time like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
But the thing that made me watch this movie that everyone says is like one of the best action movies of all time, best like practical effects of all time, was a 2-hour video on how difficult it was to make the movie.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, okay, I got hooked there. And same with like, I was watching like, I actually can't say this now. I can't say this. No, I can't say this. So okay, I'll say it, but I can't get canceled. What got me into BTS, the K-pop group that I love, was because I had just been hearing that they would faint all the time on stage.
Okay.
So I'd watch compilations of how hard they worked and them fainting on stage, and I was like, well, I have to see why.
Yeah.
And that's what got me into it.
And she's saying this with respect.
Respect. I'm
it's
I'm
respect.
Saying respect.
It's like she's not
I'm
like.
OT7. I'm a Jungkook bias.
Come on, please.
Please.
She was just seeing how hard those guys work. Hey, you see?
I'm like.
Is it like? Yeah, I know. It is crazy. Whoo! It is so crazy. It's like can I even discuss them for 1 second, or is
You
every
can.
word analyzed? Oh, so all I want to say is I saw another one complete their military training.
Yes, J-Hope did. He just did. I think that the rest are kind of coming soon out.
Yeah.
But and another thing, this could be also another controversial thing, but it's crazy. You have to cut that out.
Okay, I will. Oh, okay. I'll cut that part out. Okay.
That everything else is so fun.
Okay.
We can have the directioners and the army after us.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Or you can keep it in.
Maybe I'll think. One thing I was just gonna say, like how they have to like do like military service or
Yeah.
whatever. I was just thinking like if I'm ever like feeling like, oh, I'm not where I want to be in my career in Canadian comedy or Canadian entertainment,
Mhm.
I could just like
Join the
well, I could tell people like, sorry, we all have to like
Do enlist.
internationally, we all sorry, I have to do my 2 years with the Canadian military.
That is
Sorry.
you're like,
Sorry, this is why things didn't go well. I had to join the Canadian
you're like,
military.
yeah, I just had to do my military service. So once
Yeah.
I complete it, like I'm gonna go right back to where I started. Or
Yeah.
right back to where I left off.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Some people get exceptions, like Justin Bieber got exception.
Yeah, I guess he his Lyme's disease.
Yeah, a lot of the people. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I don't know. No.
Say it.
Well, I was just gonna say. Yeah, a lot of the people in this hour is 22 minutes. They get exempted, but
You do get exempted.
I didn't get exemption yet.
Yeah.
So
What, if you
sorry.
work
Yeah.
for Like, so if you don't hear from this podcast for a couple of years, I'm just in the military.
Yeah, that's why views are really low. Right?
You know what's crazy about BTS doing the military thing though is because they had gotten or brought in. I'm looking for the word again. Rejuvenated.
Yeah,
What's it?
revenue to or like
Rejuvenated.
stimulated.
Something.
The like
The South Korean economy, like they had brought in like I think like $8 billion.
wow.
And so it was a big discussion and like kind of debate in South Korea whether or not they should serve their military service or if they've served their country enough.
Oh.
And it was like, young people were like, no, they have. Like they're bringing so much like money in, tourism in, and they're at the peak of their career right now. And then older people were like, well, no, they need to serve. And then they were just like, you know what, fuck you, we'll just go.
We'll do the military.
We'll just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, everybody here, not a lot of people know this, but 2 years at Tim Hortons.
That is military. Have you done 2 years at Tim Hortons?
No, I wish, but I had a job interview there during COVID.
You did?
Oh yeah.
As what?
Oh, they wanted me to be a driver that works 4 a.m. to noon.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
I almost took the job, but then I was like, this will single-handedly ruin my life.
I think
because
it would.
you know what? Sometimes with work outside of entertainment, it sucks. But sometimes I can be one of those people that gets absorbed in like the shittiest job.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And you've had some crazy jobs.
Oh,
You've had some crazy jobs. But that's like, no, it's the worst, especially during COVID too, because it's like you're kind of stuck. You can't really go out and do stuff. So then you would just get absorbed.
No,
I feel like if you did that job, you could have like turned it into like an Uncut Gems, Good Time-esque like script.
I know.
Something bad would have happened.
Yeah, something bad would have happened. But it's just crazy to think that like I feel like when I was applying for this job and stuff, it was like really actually before like at least like from my perception in Canada, like before like TikTok really like popped off.
Yeah.
Like it was like still like when you go on like
It was the
TikTok,
beginning.
it was like just still mostly dancing.
Yeah,
and,
you know what's so crazy? Like I remember I had like I think privated my first TikToks, which were like 3 or 4 weeks before the shutdown, and it was like literally crazy because I was like, I was just dancing or trying to learn dances.
Yeah.
Now it's like you barely can graze a dance.
I know you can't find it unless you really are looking. I would love to see how, like, I would love to readjust my algorithm to see what's going on. I guess Apple was like the last big one.
Apple was the last big one, but like even just like the TikTok like celebrities like Charlie and Addison and Lil Huddy, like no one's dancing anymore. Charlie sometimes dances, but
that's sad, man.
I know.
Trends go by. I hate calling it a trend because it's also a lifestyle, but they go by too fast these days.
They really do.
It is so sad.
Did you ever learn a TikTok dance?
I think I kind of learned the Martha dump truck in the flesh.
Wait, what's that? Wait, what?
Martha dump truck in the flesh here. It's from Heathers, the musical.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Dang,
what year is it from?
Dang, dang.
It was
2019,
like 2019,
I think.
Yeah, early. I for some reason I thought you like got the Renegade down.
I think I actually might have.
I think you might have. We're going close. I have like a memory of that.
Oh man, it is crazy. Yeah, I'm just like thinking like if I ever have children or any of us have children, it's just like
just see our.
No, I'm just like telling them. Yeah, so for a couple of years. Oh, sorry, the producer's clocking out. He's clocking out.
Bye,
He's
producer.
had enough. See you later. Thank you. Oh, I was just thinking that like just being like, yeah, for a couple of years we're just on all of our phones, and that's why daddy's a little loopy.
That's why mommy's head hurts and she can't help you with long division.
Yeah. That's why dad doesn't know how to spell.
That's why mom spits when she talks and slurs her words a bit.
That's why dad can't drink milk.
That's why dad's celiac.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, it's like we went to a war, but we were just like
in our houses
on our phone.
Yeah, it was really. There was a point where I think my screen time was 14 hours a day.
That's awesome.
I know. And I honestly, to really be honest with you, the first 2 months was the happiest I think I've ever been in my life. I was in literal bliss. Were you working at all? Like, did you have to do any like?
I was working a lot. I was. It's so weird. Obviously a blur, but I was like being a production assistant for a while, or a driver.
Trapped in hotels and stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Oh, I had some great times.
Yeah,
that's where my TikTok career started.
Yeah, actually,
views have just plummeted since.
I'm averaging 100 views when I used to peak at 4.1 mil.
Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah. Telling the kids that.
Mommy had a 4.1 mil.
Yeah.
TikTok didn't hit 1 million likes, but she was close. Do you remember your first time going viral? How fucking good that fucking felt?
Yeah, but it felt good, I guess, but also made me be like extremely paranoid.
Yeah, I felt insane for 2 weeks.
When I was doing it, or like when that sort of happened to me, it was TikTok, and I was working at Horseshoe Valley sort of thing. So, and during that time, like I had like a boss, like just like from the production company, like kind of like checking in on me, and like this was right after like I had like the video went really like viral. I guess is like someone messaged me and was like, or the boss like messaged me and was like, oh, we've received like reports that you've made a tent on the balcony and you're smoking weed underneath it.
Were people?
So I was like, I have no idea what this is about, but I was like, maybe this is like just like a random person that saw that as Horseshoe Valley, and like, but I was like, that wasn't me. I never did that at all.
That's so scary.
Ooh, and it really scared me.
Actually, that's horrible. You didn't even enjoy your first viral moment.
But and maybe before this happened, or maybe it was after this happened, but it was just like I had one of the, and I mean, maybe you've had these thoughts too, like maybe it was like a little different, like when early like first experiences of viral back then too, like we're still on the edge of like Ellen, like you
the transitional period.
Yeah, like we're like, if you have a viral video you go on Ellen or whatever. But I remember at the time after this video went viral, I remember like, so I was like PA or like driver for like Hallmark or made for TV movies, but not even like, lots of times it was just like for like Mormon TV, like, or they'd be sold to like Mormon TV stations, like in the States. If I remember, like one of these like Shining videos had just like done really well, and one of the production assistants, or no, one of the heads or producers was like, oh, this one like casting producer wants to talk to you or whatever, and we're getting ready for like a new movie or whatever. So in my head, I was like, oh my God.
I've
like,
made it.
No, they want to, it sounds so insane. I was like, oh, they want me to be in the movie or whatever. They were like, they want me to be in the movie. So then I called the person and it was like, yeah, I talked to them and they're like, oh, so this like actor you're driving around, like these are the groceries they want. It is crazy though, like sometimes how, and I'm sure many people who've had like a video do well or something, how like I feel like just our brains, just what we've known of like,
oh yeah,
how things work in the entertainment industry, how like one break, this is gonna be it, blah blah. How, but like I think I've talked to Sam about this too, like just like sometimes we all, like your mind can't help but have these like, oh no, this is going to change my life and this is how it's going to change my life, and it's so ridiculous.
It's so crazy, but at the same time it's like we were conditioned to be like, oh, like can you imagine if like Charlie Bit My Finger was on fucking TikTok today? You'd watch it, you go, huh, yeah, and you just keep on scrolling and it would be like it'd get 200,000 likes max. Yeah. You know? But it's crazy. And I had the same feeling. I remember one of my first video went viral. And this is also at this point, like it was kind of hard to go viral on TikTok. Yeah. Like if for your first time, and once you did, it was like kind of like opened up the floodgates. Not anymore. Yeah. Not anymore. No. Because they want you to pay for promotion or something.
And I don't do that, but I did at one point.
You did. I almost did.
Tried it out, and like after I had videos go viral but my views had dropped, I tried it out and just like promoted random videos, and I was like, but it's just like,
it's, you just like,
it becomes like a weird psychological game, and you're like, whatever.
That's
it's just,
why I don't.
But I haven't done that for like
4
or 5 years.
It'd be funny to promote like the most fucking insane.
That's what I would do. I just like promote like insane videos that I had, and people would be like because I think the promotion feature was just like added on TikTok, and people would be like, why is this promoted? But sometimes you do scroll on TikTok and you see some insane promoted videos. So
like, I'll give that a like. Yeah. Sometimes when I see promoted, I just immediately keep on scrolling.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't even bother paying for it, but I think it'd be funny to like promote the most batshit insane video. But yeah, I remember when I first went viral, I was like, and at this point, like, it was like, I think you had gone viral like a month before, and I was getting hungry. I was like, and someone else did. I think
it's difficult. It's during the pandemic too. So like,
where does my
nothing's
time
when's my time?
It came, and then I was like, it feels like even like you're like the chosen one for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And then people are sharing it, and then I had like influencers share it on their stories, and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gonna get flown out to LA soon. Yeah. And then it dies, and I'm constantly watching how much the views are going up. It's like the most insane serotonin rush I'd ever gotten. And then it just dies out, and you're like, okay, I guess I got to figure out the next one. Yeah. And then it's a vicious cycle. And I broke the cycle after I got like over 1 million views. I was just like, okay, I need to like, I had no more ideas, and I would post stuff and it wouldn't do well. By not do well, I meant like, oh, it'd only get like 20K views. And now I'm like, I can't even get 500 views anymore. Oh, it's just the landscape changes. I'm washed up. What can I say?
Yeah, we're all washed up, but we're rogues.
We're rogues, and we're actually kind of like veterans.
Yeah, we're vets, but also, you know, it's
And
this industry, it washes you up and chews you out faster than it ever has before.
ever before. And you know what? The worst part is, and this is a little Canadian entertainment industry talk, the fact that Canadians don't get the
Creator fund. Ooh,
I would have been
touchy subject.
$2,000. I probably would have like maybe $500 to $2,000 right now.
Yeah, same here.
You would probably would have gone like over 10K.
Yeah,
I don't even know how. I'm just making up numbers, but
yeah,
everything's against
literally like I get jealous of people in other countries because I'm like, oh God, I don't know how to make money in this industry.
It's everything's against us.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. Censor that out. I do. I wanted to tell you about just one more insane like viral brain that I don't even know what this was all about, but like it still happens like occasionally. Has it? But the last time I had a really insane thought was about a year ago when me and Sam went to New York. I don't even know if this video was like doing well, but I made some sort of like video in New York where I was like talking about something about like Kitchener Rangers, New York Rangers or whatever. And maybe I was doing well on Instagram a little bit. Maybe I was doing okay, honestly.
Yeah.
But like I had one of the most insane thoughts. Maybe it's after I filmed it. Like I filmed a few things there, but mainly that video, it did okay. Like I think whatever, but I had such an insane thought. I was like, I think I was like, dude, what if this video does so well and then they know, like they're like, oh, this Kitchener video did so well in New York. I was like, what if they and it's like viral, I'm still here in New York. What if they get me to yell out or make an appearance in the SNL monologue? Be a character. Oh my God.
But you know what?
It's so crazy.
That's a delusion. That's the delusion that would equal manifestation if you kept with it. That's my favorite kind of delusion to have. I'm SNL's gonna scout me after that.
Yeah.
That'd be so
it's so insane
awesome.
though, but I was the reasoning in my head is sometimes niche things, they become the thing. So it's this could get a mass audience. It was such a the video, I don't even know if it was that good or anything, but I was just I just remember I was filming stuff Sam was somewhere I don't know. I was filming stuff literally by myself. I was just thinking, I was yeah, this this is going to do so well, and then
I'm gonna make it.
It's horrible.
I remember that was the week that Timothy Chalamet was hosting.
Yeah, he was.
When you guys were there, and I could see that happening. I could see you getting in that monologue.
Hey,
introducing Timothy Chalamet to Kitchener
or someone. It's I yell out, hey, who is that? Oh, it's the Kitchener Waterloo guy.
Timothy Chalamet is oh yeah.
Yeah. Kitchener Waterloo. What's that? What's that, silly Canadian? Hey, I don't know. Yeah, that's why I don't know. It was.
That's
so
awesome.
embarrassing. But it's funny. It's just the brain. The brain it's so crazy. The brain, I don't know. I guess some people are really in control of their thoughts, but I feel the brain. Sometimes I'm
sometimes
this
it
is
scares
what
me.
Yeah, it's scary. It's this is there's something in there's something that's not me. Or
you know what that is? I think it's because we're creatives and we're left brain.
Yeah.
Left. I think it's right brain. Whatever one is for the creatives. But I think that we just have way more active imaginations.
Yeah.
So, which is good for us, but bad for us because yeah, I don't. My paranoia is so much crazier than someone who works in like finance. I feel like, you know what I mean? But it also, I'm like, but I get good ideas, and I think that that idea that you'd be like in the SNL monologue is like manifestation in a way. I think it's a weird way of manifestation.
Yeah.
That's my take on that.
Yeah, who knows?
Because I'm like, okay, I have one other last viral thing to say. I made a viral video and tweet in the same day, which was like right when Rihanna announced that she was having her first baby, A$AP Rocky's baby. I had made a video just a 6-second long with the text and like my face just saying, what if Drake imprints on Rihanna's baby like Jacob did to Bella?
Yeah.
Blew up, got super viral. And then I privated it like 10 days later because I was like, Drake's going to kill me.
Wow.
Drake and OVO were going to kill me or put a hit out on me.
Oh.
I got so scared. And I'm a fan of both of them.
Yeah.
I also was like, I got so scared that I literally, and like luckily my face is hidden in it and everything like that. Now I'm talking about it, but I privated it because I literally thought Drake was, and I was like, after I did, I was like, why the fuck did I think Drake was going to kill me?
Yeah.
There was a video of him at a Raptors game sitting in the front row on his phone looking pissed off. And I was like, he's looking at my TikTok there.
Oh, he saw the TikTok. Oh.
But you know what? I'm like, that delusion's crazy, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
But I was like really paranoid. I was like, he's going to kill me.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is so, it's just, social media, internet, it's making us go crazy, especially creative people.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
I know.
Yeah. No, I was thinking.
What?
Gatekeepers watching this, they couldn't handle a big movie. They couldn't handle the success of a big movie. They couldn't handle it. They're too paranoid.
No, they're way too paranoid. Way too fucking paranoid.
I'll cut that out.
No, fuck you, gatekeepers. Seriously.
No. Yeah. But this is a phenomenon that I feel like a lot of people have experienced because it's so crazy. I would love to know the stats on how many different people in the world, even within the past 5 years, have had like a video that they've made get 1 million views. Like what is the number of like how many people in the world in the past 5 years have had a video reach 1 million views?
It's so crazy.
Is it 1 in 7? No,
yeah. Because before,
maybe it's not.
Before it would have been 1 in a million.
Yeah, true.
But now it's like I could see it being 1 in 20 people.
That's crazy.
Because you know what? I'll go to someone's TikTok, like say I see a video with like 10K likes or something, and I'll scroll to their TikTok and they'll have a pinned video, and it's like someone who has like maybe 500 followers, but then they'll just have a random video from like 2021 that went viral and it has like 2 million views. I'm like, we've all had the rush, you know?
We've all had the rush.
But it's like crazy compared to how it was pre-pandemic in the Ellen era.
It really is Chewbacca mom.
Yeah.
Backpack Kid.
The woman who sung Shallow in the subway 2 months before COVID happened had her Ellen moment.
Oh, I gotta look her up.
The hit him again with the white bands.
Oh,
Daniel.
Yeah, they got interviewed.
They had like a Vans deal, and they were like on the Oscars red carpet.
Wow, those were awesome videos.
They were awesome times.
Yeah.
I kind of miss those. Time and.
No, it's so crazy. It's like, it kind of seems like, just with everything in the world, like it's just like gonna get like expand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's gonna get even more.
What's it called? Concentrate or something?
Saturated?
But it might like, all this might burst. You know, it all might burst, and then, yeah. And then I'm going to be like, oh, why did I spend so much time making TikToks and Instagram Reels? What?
So much time thinking
the server in California. Yeah, and yeah. I had a hard drive that I had like so many things I've made, so many projects I've made in the past few years, and the fan in it stopped working.
Whoa.
I brought it to like a repair shop, and
Could
he's
they
like,
fix it?
nothing we could do about it.
Whoa.
This is the second time in my life I've had a hard drive where I've put like so many like just like projects I've working on that's like, and like some things I've never finished, and like on like a hard drive, and it's just died.
That's actually crazy because they always tell you have a backup hard drive.
Yeah,
for
but
these
then
things.
but then the new thing is like, oh well, also cloud backup.
Yeah.
But then it's like if California
Gets something happens to it, then what are you supposed to do? I know. That's why we need physical media again.
That's true. But then you know what I think sometimes? Yeah, I have thought about just like making physical versions of stuff that I am like or I'm proud of or something. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite reels I've made. My favorite
On a
IG
CD?
reels.
On a
Yeah.
DVD?
DVD.
That would be, you could just VHS it.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Maybe I will.
I think you should think about it. I think that's where everything's a full circle.
I gotta get like a
You should put on
like
film.
a film reel.
You should put on film on 35 millimeter.
Yeah, I will watch it at the theater.
You should.
Yeah. But sometimes I do think, and I'm sure we all had this thought, but just like, oh my God, like just how like so much crazy stuff and like amazing stuff, horrible stuff has happened on Earth. And it's like, if Earth blows up, like it's just all gone.
I know.
It's weird.
I know.
This podcast
episode would be nothing. That's insane.
They should send this you know how sometimes they like put
things out into
like
space?
the Beatles or something.
Yeah.
This podcast episode.
You should figure out how to put this on tape, on a cassette, and then put it into space.
Yeah. You know what? Oh my God. I could Doug, you know Doug Ford, he always just does a big thing to distract us from other things we know.
Yeah.
I could picture make a Instagram reel be like, Ontario's going to space. Ontario, we are doing the first Ontario space mission.
I would fall for it.
It
would be circulate on Facebook so hard. My grandma would be like, "Did you hear fucking Doug Ford said we're going to space? How the hell are we gonna do that?" I'd be like, "Grandma, it's fake." You know?
Yeah, but Doug Ford would make it real.
He actually would make it real. Like, I didn't believe in the beer and convenience stores. I didn't believe in dollar beer, swill water. I didn't believe any of it, and he'll make it happen. I'm just picturing Ontario just being lifted into space. Just the actual landmass.
Yeah. We all
just
die as we hit
He would figure it out.
This is awesome, eh?
We're making the 401 go to space.
Yeah, the 401's going to space.
It would be Rainbow Road.
Oh, that would be so true because it is very space-like.
It's space-like. It's like a galaxy and then the Rainbow Road. He can make it happen.
This is how we are going to save traffic in Ontario. We are going to put the 401 in space.
And we're putting the science center on the moon.
Yeah.
He would do that. He would do that just to get it anywhere out of where it is right now.
Oh, he
hates science.
He hates science, but would love to go to space.
He would love to go to space.
Oh, do you think he has veneers, or do you think he had braces, or do you think he...
I can see him having full-on dentures.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
If those are dentures, they're nice.
They're nice.
Because they don't look too fake.
But they are giving veneer a bit.
Yeah,
like,
I got
nice,
but he doesn't have the some people's no hate. I'm not trying to hate on people's appearances, but some people get the most insane veneers that don't look anything like their previous.
It's so stupid. I would never
like they just
do
get
that.
really big teeth for some reason.
Yeah, I watched so much Love Island UK and they all have veneers, and I'm like, they just look so bad.
Yeah,
and it looks like they have receding gums too.
I got 2 letters for you. UK. Says it all. UK. They do not know about teeth.
They don't know anything about teeth. They go to Turkey for their teeth, and they all look really bad.
Like the veneers. The people, you look amazing.
You are beautiful the way you are.
But we need...
I would get veneers though.
Really?
You have braces?
I had braces. Yeah,
I
but
did too, but I feel
my
like
wires have fallen off a bit.
they fell off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And you know, I just got so frustrated because the like little things that you can get to like floss, like
I hate them.
there's really not as I love a floss stick. I cannot do regular floss.
Yeah, I don't do it either. I really like a water pick. Have you ever tried it?
I've heard it's a pseudoscience.
You think it's a pseudoscience?
I've heard,
You've heard
it's a pseudoscience.
You know what? It could be, but it's the best for getting the shit out of my wire.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So if Shaq used to have braces and he has permanent wires behind him, does he use a freaking power washer instead of a tooth, whatever, water pick? Does Shaq use a freaking power washer because he's so
fucking big?
Yeah.
I could see it happening.
Yeah.
And
we gotta get Shaq on the pod.
We actually have to.
Would he fit on this frame? We'd have to put the tripod so far back.
Yeah, I could see it.
You know what? Shaq is perfect for the TikTok generation. Vertical.
He is.
Yeah.
He's actually. Yeah, you're so right. You know, when he was in Toronto and he was walking around to see if anyone would recognize him. They recognized him really fast.
Oh.
But he's perfect for like the 10 by 4 framing. Is that the
10 by 6? I don't know.
I don't know, but he's perfect for that.
Yeah, that's why I love him.
I love him.
Sorry, I just have to look because sometimes a crazy thing happens. Oh, this happened in a couple things where I was really close. Oh, we only have there's only so much film in the can.
Is it a film camera?
Oh no. No, there's only so much memory in the SD card.
Well, it's the same thing.
Same thing. It's all going digital.
You know what's so funny? It's like 5 years ago, people had like film filters, and now would get film cameras, and now they have digital cameras. Like digital cameras are cool.
Oh, I know.
And then what's next is gonna be like iPod Touch, HTC cameras.
Yeah.
Cameras.
Oh yeah. We're going to phones soon. Yeah, I always do think about what's coming next. It's so weird. We are I mean, as long as humans, I don't know if that's true, but like for a long time, humans been making media. We've been obsessed with the past. I was kind of really shocked as a kid to find out that. Do you ever know the show Happy Days?
Yeah.
But I was shocked to find out that it wasn't made in the time that it wasn't made in the 50s. It was made in the 70s.
But was it taking place in the 50s?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about Freaking Geek.
Yeah.
Because I was like I couldn't separate the fact that it was made in like late 90s, early 2000s, but took place in the 80s.
Wow.
I just thought it was just in the 80s. I just thought Seth Rogen was like looking good for his age.
Yeah.
You know?
I could see him being 60.
I think, you know what? I don't have nostalgia the way I used to. Like the only thing I'm nostalgic for is like maybe summer 2016 or like the year 2014's music. Like that, it's bad music. I just think it scratches my brain.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
it came to you at the perfect time.
yeah, I think that there was like I really find 2020 to 2023 like a blip.
Yeah.
And it just erased any memories I have before that, like any feelings towards anything.
Yeah.
You know, it was just kind of sad, you know?
Very.
Yeah. Not nostalgic anymore.
That's good. But you can.
I loved nostalgia, though.
I'm jealous of you because you're able to finish a full movie.
I actually don't even know if I can. Well, I don't even know what the last movie I watched all the way through was I actually couldn't tell you.
You gotta watch something.
I gotta watch something.
Yeah. It's gonna be so weird. raising a kid. Okay, Tyler, put the phone away. Can you go to your room and watch a movie or something?
Instead of read a
Be
book.
smart, yeah.
Instead of read a book.
Can you
Go
watch
a movie?
Can you go watch Reservoir Dogs?
Please watch Pulp Fiction so you can just have the poster.
Yeah.
I only watched Pulp Fiction for the first time like 2 years ago.
And did you like it?
Didn't get it.
Yeah. You know what? That's one of those things where I feel like came to me at the right time, where it was like my brothers, like older brothers, they like rented it from Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And they brought it home. And I was like, what? How he was dead now, but he's alive now?
Like your first introduction to like non-linear storytelling?
Yeah. It was my first introduction to non-linear storytelling. I was like, best movie ever. Even though it really does it like kind of drags on a little bit. But I still do kind of like it when I watch it, but it drags on a little bit.
I actually like it up until maybe the last act.
Yeah.
And I do like it. I said I do get why people love it. The first time I watched it, I think I was like on my phone because I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, that's a rough movie to be on your phone.
I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
what the fuck
just like
is going on? But then upon rewatching it, really strong. I love the chemistry between everyone. But the last bit with like Bruce Willis in the basement, I was just like,
oh yeah, that part I'm not. But you know what? I do really love I really like the very last scene where they're back in the diner.
Yeah. Because
for some reason, when Samuel L. Jackson, something it like pops up in my head sometimes, where he has a monologue and he's like, I'm trying to change, but I'm trying. When he says I'm trying, that like comes in my head a lot. It's like actually gives me goosebumps.
Yeah, because he says it musically.
Yeah.
Almost. It's like almost like a song.
But I'm trying.
He's a movie star, that guy.
He really is. I love him. Yeah. Yeah, he's yeah, I so badly want to watch a TikTok where it's Pulp Fiction vertical, where they show what Pulp Fiction would look like in vertical. And it's just that one scene where he does the monologue. I would favorite it and watch it.
You should memorize that monologue and do it.
Oh, I should.
You would kill that.
Oh, speaking, I just would love to, during COVID, I think a lot of people were going through this, or friend group or entertainment industry. There was a time where I was like really, really trying hard to get an agent. And one agent showed like interest in me, but they're like, can you do a monologue?
Whoa.
So
they asked you that?
Yeah, they did. So I did a monologue, but I had a really bad tripod. So I did the whole monologue like just like sitting down.
What monologue was it?
And it looked so bad. And it was it was it was literally like a Silent Bob monologue from Chasing Amy.
That's so awesome.
Oh, I think, and it might be on that hard drive. Oh, no. You know what? I was I hope I could. It might be on that hard drive.
Did you send it to them?
Oh yeah, I think I did.
Your email.
Oh, it actually might be on my YouTube.
I would literally.
Oh yeah, I actually should post that.
You should post that. It's sometimes when you have enough separation from it, you can post it. Oh. Because it's like just the fact that you're like.
Oh my god.
Like, especially if you don't have the proper shit to shoot something for an audition.
Yeah.
You have to like MacGyver something. It's just so funny.
I actually want to like pull it up right now to see if.
I really hope
we gotta react to this. I'll put it up. Oh.
Did they like it?
Oh, they're like, there was something missing. It's so. Hold on, I just need to find it.
Is it and you're unlisted?
No, some insane shit.
Did they give you a monologue? to choose from, or do you chose this one?
Oh, I chose this one. They're
Hey.
like, can you send me a monologue?
I think it's insane that they asked for a monologue.
All right. If I can't find it, this will get cut out. But no, I'll be able to find it. Oh. Okay, it's got to be there.
Sweet.
All right. Oh yeah.
You found it?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh
there.
my god, I can't wait. How long
Okay.
is it?
Oh, it's 2 minutes 40 seconds. I'm sitting down. Oh, we have to watch this. Okay. Hey, my name's Ben Stager, and I'm reading a monologue from Chasing Amy. I'm reading the role of. What the heck is I sound different. It sounds like I'm putting on a voice. What the heck? It looks like I am in a fugue state.
This right here.
This was a faux tripod from Dollarama. This was the year 2000. Like, we didn't have these things.
No.
Oh, 21 views. Would love to know who those 21 views are. Oh, I did it.
Oh, you did fade out.
Amy. And we're totally inseparable, right? Like, just big time in love. But then 4 months goes down the road and the idiot gear kicks in, and I ask about the ex-boyfriend, which we all know is a really bad move, but you know how it is. You don't want to know, but you just have to, right? It's just stupid. Canadian accent. So anyway, she starts telling me about how they fell in love and how they went out for 2 years and how they lived together and how her mom likes me better, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is But then she drops the bomb on me. And the bomb
You know what?
is
You're
this.
kind of slaying.
It appears that a few times while they were going out, he brought some other people into bed with them. I feel like this was Menage a trois, I believe it's called. Oh, now, this just blew me away. I don't know anything about this. Oh,
I
this
think sitting is doing you a disservice.
Yep. So I'm totally weirded the out, worst right? lighting. I just started. Oh, you know what I thought though? I think this takes place. I don't know how to deal with what I'm feeling, so I just started in a coffee shop. Yeah. She was used, right? Like, I'm out for blood at this point. I want to hurt this girl, right? Like, I just started saying, like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And she just starts saying back to me all calmly, like, hey, it was that time, it was that place. God. She didn't feel like she did anything wrong, so she didn't feel like she had to apologize.
Honestly, Ben, you're like, doing great. Really?
That's why I looked her straight in the eye. I said, it's over. I just walked. That was a mistake. I didn't hate her. I kind of, in this video, I kind of look like that, you know that meme of the, like, crazy girlfriend?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, your eyes are so wide in this video.
It looks crazy. I look high, but well, I wasn't doing any of that. But I also find that it's so hard to watch. I feel like during this time, I was like, for some reason, like, when I'd be like, how to be, I don't know, I feel like when I was performing, I was using this weird voice. I wasn't disgusted by her. I was scared. I felt small. I felt inexperienced. I felt like I'd never be enough for her. I felt like I'd never be on her level, different. Right? But what I didn't know, she wasn't looking for that anymore. She wasn't looking for that guy. No. She was looking for me. Bob. By the time I figured it out, she moved on. And all I had left to show for it was some stupid, foolish pride, which ended up giving way to regret, right? She was the one. I know that. But it was too late now. I pushed her away. And I've spent every day since then chasing Amy. So to speak. The fade out. Yeah, they're gonna love that.
They said something was missing.
Something was off or something. I was like, yeah, it's probably just sitting down. The weird,
the lighting,
Canadiana era. I don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like I wasn't even doing that consciously. I was like, ugh. Anyways, that was disturbing.
That was incredible.
That was disturbing.
You should go through like your privated videos that you've had to send to people.
I got a couple
producers.
Yeah,
stuff like
couple
that.
Demo reel, or like you just yeah,
a demo reel that you like cut together yourself just for something really quick.
Yeah,
I have one of those. It's awful, but I don't have anything else.
So you still use it? Like,
yeah, I have to send it to an agent next week.
Oh, I love that.
I'm like, fuck. I think I have.
It takes so much to.
It's so hard. It's so hard. But you should do that in 2024.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah.
like, new equipment.
You know what? I think we met. Yeah. Resent it to the person.
Yeah. Without.
I took your notes. I took your notes.
This is Ben Stager. I sent you a monologue in 2021.
Oh.
I'm sitting down in the dark.
Though I think would be so like I spent like $10,000 on the like extras
or you like get it professionally filmed with like a $100,000 camera that you rent from like like a camera place.
Audio is still horrible. Still use iPhone. Sorry. Well, this podcast can only be an hour and 28 minutes ish, and we're running really close, so we have to cut it off here. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is at this point. But Isabella, thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Anything you want to say?
I want to say that I love being on the podcast, and this is honestly one of the best conversations I've had in a while.
Wow.
Because I haven't been looking at my phone at all in the last hour and 28 minutes.
No, but we somehow found a way to look at a laptop.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yep. Gonna show my kid this.
Can't wait.
Yep.
I can't wait to.
This is your first movie. This is a movie show podcast. Your dad was in a movie. Your dad was in a movie.
Yeah. This is a movie. This is a monologue. Learn.
No, seriously. No, seriously. Go on your iPad. See how long a movie is. Yeah, around an hour 20. It's a movie.
It's a two-hander, non-stop movie.
Yeah.
No cuts.
Oh, this would be so funny if like I don't know something happens. Bunch of media like comes up like in the world, and they're trying to discover what is a play. What was it? This must be a play. High schools put this podcast on. They do this
podcast.
Yeah.
I think I have a theory that in 10 years we're gonna go to the movies you're gonna go to TIFF, and there's gonna be an hour and a half long just podcast submitted.
Oh, I love that.
I think it could be you.
You know what I was thinking? I was like, now that we said this, it's like I'm surprised there hasn't. You know how like Clerks. Kevin Smith, it just takes place in a convenience store.
Yeah.
What about a movie? Like you're just kind of saying, but like it's just a podcast.
Yeah.
And it's just a full movie. That's a high school play too. Like maybe a murder happens.
I was gonna say where something happens and it's the podcast the whole time, and it's a non-stop shot.
Wow, we should do that. But is this the plot? Is this the plot of Only Murders in the Building? We have to ask ourselves.
We're asking the audience. Leave comments if you can.
Please.
To let us know. Have you watched that show?
Nope, but it has our buddy in it, Selena Gomez
and Canadian Martin Short and London art guy
Steve Martin on Disney Plus. Disney Plus loves Canadians. They love Canadians, and see you later, everybody.
Bye.